Good morning from Law's Homestead, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Doing a little twerking this morning on my meal. Tweaking, I mean, not twerking. I don't know how to twerk. Only time I twerk if I see a rattlesnake, then I just do all kind of twerking trying to get out of the way. It's tore up, son. Did Mama just tell you it was tore up? Huh? It's tore up. Daddy'll get you another one. That's a good sucker, ain't it? Watch it. Move. Don't let me hit you. Oh, yeah. My little stops for my head right there. There's just a little high in it. When I pulled my head all the way, I kind of felt a little bump on it. And I didn't like that feel. So I decided I'd do a little adjusting. I think I got it. Let me check down this way. Yeah, I think right there it's just a little bit. See if I can't fix that. Uh, for all the new people that just joining, happy Father's Day. If you're a father, happy Father's Day. I've been feeling a little bump down at the end where my stops are on my to stop the head from running off the tracks. So I decided this morning I would give a little adjustment to it. You heard me just bang on it. Sometimes that's all adjustment you need. Huh. You know what? I think that fixed it. I think that's something. I still feel a little bit. A little bit. Good Lord have mercy. I don't know who tightened them. My wife must have tightened them. Huh. Lord. Huh. Oh. Yep. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I'm doing well. Figure I do a little adjusting here before I crank up. Okay, what? Huh. That just irritates me so much. So how's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday Father's Day morning? And everybody that's viewing, I really appreciate it. I think I about got it. Nope, it's still hitting a little bit. That coming. Oh, let me see. Yeah. All right. Let me see if that's going to work. Partly my reason because it does. Because sometimes I bring. See that right there? I don't know why that keeps hitting there. Right there. So many things is just so tedious. You just gotta get them just right. Somebody was asking for you to roll it down to this end so we can see what you're doing. Well, you can't see what I'm adjusting on the track, so you wouldn't be able to see it if I wrote it down the other end because I'm still down at this end working on it. Oh, okay. See right here, this is the stop for your head comes back and hits, keep it from running off the track. And you got boats that holds it on. If you don't get it just right, it it will bump just a hit just a little bit when it comes back on the the head of the boat, and trying to prevent that. And
yeah, Daddy's trying to talk in here. Hold on, let me get my chair.
yeah, monster truck. I don't know what I think it. See, it's hitting. I can feel it. I can see it. Maybe. Don't know if that would make. I think the. Let me see. Hmm.
Is the nut touching the wheel?
Uh,
Is the nut touching the wheel?
yeah, that's what it is. I'm gonna have to get a different. That's the ones that come with it for some reason. Is that what somebody asked? Yeah, the inside, the nut, the flange on the nut is a little bit higher than the bracket. I mean, it ain't hurt nothing. It's just I don't like the way it feels. But it's better than it was. Watch it, son. Watch it. That's the reason why I ain't got no tools. Right there. Yeah, my back. Let me. Okay, son, you're in the way. Hope you know that.
A touch with the grinder should develop clearance.
It will. You got a point, but I don't think I got.
I said drop everything and work on the dang monster truck.
Yeah. You want me to work on that monster truck. Uh, yeah, I ain't got my grinder with me though. I got a generator and all, but my grinder's at the house. Guess what it needs? If I had a good flat file, I could probably get right there and flat file a little bit, but I don't got a. Son, don't lose all my tools. Them things are expensive. They don't give them to me.
Another hole to put the boat a bit more below.
Yeah, well, the hose is already pre-drilled in the track. I just get my grinder. It's actually, you got the head of the boat in a flange, works as a washer. See, I just need to grind that little bit right there off, just a little bit tad. See, a little bit higher than the. I just need to grind that off. If I had my flat, I got a flat file somewhere, but I don't.
I said monster truck is a money pit, sawmill's income.
Yeah, he got so many toys out here. Well, if the camera woman would show it, he got toys scattered from. It's 10 acres out here, and I think he's got toys scattered all over the 10 acres. So they get crushed every now and then. You can put the camera back down that way now. And I done a no yesterday when I left here. I was so hot. You always release the pressure off your blade, because well, for one thing, it leaves pressure on that blade overnight. And if if this was Sunday evening, I'd be gone all week, so it'd be sometimes puts flat spots on your belts because it's compressed in one spot for a long period of time. And my wife didn't remind me.
I totally forgot. I thought maybe you'd already did it.
Yeah, but anyway, so So I really pay attention, and I do need to get the water and pour in there. I need to bring it back down this way where I can get my very safe steps I got built here.
All right, so happy Father's Day again, sir, and good luck with the machine. I said you need a box for the tools and teach the child to put any loose tools in the box. Makes a nice game. You have to tell them thank you each time.
Well, we do that. We play at the house when he's got toys to pick up. We say pick up, clean up, and he usually does. But like any 2.5-year-old child, sometimes he don't want to listen. And I know I don't. My child's spoiled. Not gonna lie, and that's okay. I spoiled him. I got a surprise for him in the truck. He don't even know I got it yet. I picked up a. Uh,
He's not another word.
I picked up a air jump house for pretty cheap. You know, I'm all for bargains. I go around to these yard sales and stuff like that. You never know what you get. You can buy some brand new stuff for cheap. Anyway, I got it in the back of my truck, but I didn't get a tarp to lay out. I need a cheap tarp to lay down to put the bounce house on because it's a lot of rock stuff out here, and you know how that go. You know, you get to moving on the rocks, it put a hole in the bounce house. So he don't even know he's got that yet.
I said as long as the blade doesn't heat and cool in the sun, it should be okay.
Yeah, but this thing is right out in the sun. Uh, I mean, this morning it ain't because the sun's behind the trees, but that I see the blood and eyes of that sun right over yonder peeping through. It's fixing to get. It's gonna be torture. I need to get my water. And y'all don't pay attention to what y'all fixing to see me do. I always say, don't do as you see me do. You do the right thing when it comes to safety. Because this is not safe in any way. Would you go get my water if you can carry that? That's my step. Oh, nope, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, over there. I'm trying to roll on me this morning. Look at that. I don't know why it would roll. It ain't like it's round. Why is it trying to roll, Gage? Look, it's trying to roll. Why is that? There. That'll work, I believe. Oh man, look at that. Whew. Head safety first. That's a full 5-gallon bucket of water and soap. I wonder how much it's going to spill. I get tired of carrying it out here in little gallon jugs.
Somebody said Happy Father's Day. Somebody said he's still very little. That's time to learn.
Well, you're going to have to come and hold this. Yeah. Might should have brought it out here in little jugs. 5 gallons of water is heavy. Yeah. Yeah, it was about empty.
So always with the tippy top.
Yeah.
And how many gallons of water does it hold?
I believe about 3 or 4 gallons. Well, it don't hold 5 gallons. Whew. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. Whew. Nice and cool up here high.
What's that? What's pine going for? 1,000?
Well, the question is, I can't answer that unless I know for sure what you're talking about now. If you're buying it by the board foot, I doubt a pine going. It's cheap right now. Probably 350, 400,000. I mean, 350, 400, 1,000. That's about 1,000 board foot if they scale it. So that's got to be good stuff, prime stuff. Lumber's pine is cheap right now. Well, I say that I'm a logger. Our rates are cheap, but I guess they still charging. But it's probably $350, $400 1,000.
I said, does he not have a lock to keep it from rolling?
No, they don't have locks on them. Now I could build one, engineer one, but no, they don't have locks.
I said, better bring some nails and a handsaw and build a step stool.
Yeah. Hey, that's a pretty good one.
Wedges or ratchet strap will hold the carriage.
It will. If like when I was transporting it over here, if you have a ratchet strap, you can strap it. I strapped it in the middle so it would kind of be balanced when I took my tractor and tried to move it over here. Now, well, it's back over there in the hole. But time you put a ratchet strap on it, takes a little bit more time. But that will work. And safety is always first. And I checked the level of my sawmill this morning. All right. Now, I got a log right over there to put on here this morning for all the people, if it's any new people just come in watching. I'm still cutting an order of 4x4s, 6 foot long. Well, I call them 4x4s. They wanted dimensional 4x4s, so they 3.5 by 3.5. That's what you'd buy at Lowe's.
You like that meal?
Oh, I love it. I just wish it would, what would really be nice if I wake up in the morning and start it up on my phone at the house and just tell it what I want to cut for the day. And that joker cut it when I'm out here, and I would really like it then. Well, actually, I'm joking aside, them automated mills, more advanced mills we got now, that's pretty much all the guy do is sitting there on a computer and tell it what it wants cut. So, but yeah, I love it. It's HM 122. Willie Mills. You can see my hat. Finally got my hat in. Yay. After about $3,500, I got my hat. Yeah. I love my hat, but it's shipped out of Canada. And you can tell it's from Canada because it is not a summer hat. Winter hat, no mash on top. But I'm going to wear it anyway. So.
Like I said, I always think safety. That's why I'm still here at 70 with all the crazy stunts I pulled.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I know exactly what that young man is talking about. 70, hell, he's a young man. He still got 50, 60, 70 more years to go. But safety is above all else. Not production, not safety is first. Your life is nothing out there in this world except for your family worth your life. Getting your life for or getting hurt for. Now, I can give my life for my family. I love my son and my wife. I wouldn't think twice about that. But anyway.
I've been going to build one for 30 years.
A mill? Sawmill? Well, A lot of people build them, and I've seen some pretty nice ones people build. Uh, and I don't know how much cheaper. Well, if you're going to build a bigger one, that's that's good. But the high stuff is got. I don't know how much cheaper build. I caught this and was free shipping, and it did cost me $2,500. The time you build one, buy the motor and all the stuff that you got to have, the track, build the tracks and everything, and time. You just not gonna buy one, a small one. For the milk makes a great product. I've had it about a year now, close to a year. Love it. And it cuts true lumber as long as you keep it level. I mean, that's with any meal. You got to make sure it's level. I don't care. You can go pay $40,000 for a meal, and if it's not level, it's not going to cut true lumber. So.
Somebody said we have a frac circle sawmill, and my cousin bought a woodmiser. The damn that's cheap, I guess, for $2,500 for your meal, and it was free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping. Well, Woodmiser makes a great meal. I'm not gonna knock Woodmiser, but for me, I can't justify going out and spending $20,000. That dog's not gonna hurt you. That's a friendly. That's a sweet dog. Look, he might lick you to death. Uh, if you got that kind of money and you're selling that kind of lumber, that's fine. But for me, this is what I was needing. When I first bought this, I wasn't planning on selling lumber. I've been selling a lot of it. I cut a lot of cedar. And yes, do I wish I would have bought at least a size bigger? Probably so. This one does good. I can cut 22 to 24-inch logs on this. It says 22, but you can actually cut a 24 once you get it up there. If you know what you're doing, the techniques of shaving it, a little bit squared up to get it down small.
The guy who's been trying to build for 30 years says he just never had time, and the guy whose cousin bought a woodmiser said he got it used.
Okay, how much? I'm gonna be nosy. How much you give for a woodmiser, and what size is it? Alrighty. The key to any mill, whether you build it, buy it, setting it up. As long as that blade is level, the bunks are level. It could be the whole thing can be tilted this way or this way. The whole frame can be, but the actual level of the track that this runs up and down, whether it's like this, the what you got it mounted on is like that. As long as that track is level, I'm just extreme there. As long as the track is actually level, that saw is cutting on. And some people probably don't, they think, what are you talking about? This is what it runs on. Now I can have it blocked up down at that end, but as long as this daggum track is level, parallel, it can be running up as long as that's level. So leveling the sawmill is the main feel of the whole sawmill is getting it level. And mine is level.
And the guy said hard to find 24-inch trees around here anymore.
Woo! Show them a picture of my trees over there. That one you're looking at on top there about 30, I think about 36, 38 inches. I'm a logger. As the more regular people watch it, I'm a logger, so that's the cutoff that you can't see. See, your sawmill now don't want anything under 16 foot long. So that stuff gets hauled back to the woods by the skidder. So I talked to the landowner. I said, "You mind if I have that?" Which I had to go haul it back to the place. That come out of a creek bottom. That's got about 10 rings per inch. If anybody knows anything about lumber, 10 rings per inch. The stuff you buy from Lowe's most times got 3 to 4 rings per inch. It's different in the strength. That is really strong stuff. That's big saw logs, grade saw logs. That's what stuff you haul to these big sawmills. And they cut timbers out of what you call timbers. They'll send them across over waters. They'll cut like 12 by 12s, 20 by 20s. But that's because more rings per inch. Now you can have too many, but more rings per inch. You want about 8 or 10 per inch. That's where you get your strength from. That's your strongest lumber. Personally, I'm a logger, and I depend on it, but I wouldn't build a house, stick house out of lumber I bought from Lowe's because 3 to 4 is most of a lot of it's plantation pine, fast growth trees, brittle. I know I'm the one that processes them logs, so I know what it is. It looks good, but it's not that great.
Somebody say Gabe's cute.
Thank you.
And on the wood miser, he said, I think it's a LT35 or something like that.
That's a pretty good size. I think LT35 a cut about 30-inch wood, something like that. So it's got the self propelled pulling back and forth and all that. Probably electric lift on it and all that. Mine don't have none of that. It's just good old fashioned. And I ain't got as much of these anymore as I used to have. So, but yeah, mine's is just a basic machine, and it does really well. And I've been selling a lot of lumber out here, and everybody, I just sold a woman a mantle, a 6 foot mantle, 4 inches thick, 6 foot, by what, 16 inches wide? 16 inches wide. I sold it for really cheap. It was cedar, considerably cheap for around here. I think I sold the mantle for $60, $80, $80, and she's going to put it on the fireplace. And she come and got it and got it back home, and she put it on Facebook where she got it, and she said it's just an extraordinary piece of wood. He done a very, he said, exceptional job, and I try to cut the best lumber I can cut. I mean, if I go somewhere to buy lumber, I don't want to buy crappy lumber that's wavy. That's my stuff. If you didn't want to, you wouldn't even have to hardly put it through a planer. I mean, unless the thickness just what, because it's a manual mill. You want to eat. I cut all mine 1 inch. Some of it's an inch and a 16th. It's little, but if you're putting board and batting up, who in the world can see a 16th of an inch? I mean, a lot of people can see an eighth of an inch. But if you want, I mean, to be exact, but let me tell you, go back to Lowe's, measure that wood. You'll find out some of it ain't as long as it's supposed to be, and it ain't as thick as it's supposed to be. So I'm just saying. Go ahead. What was somebody saying?
Oh, no, I was saying.
Uh, but anyway, I'm not knocking. Look, I'm in logging. I'm in that business, but people don't realize how these little sawmills, not just mine. Now, not every little sawmill, pride themselves on cutting great lumber.
Oh, I was going to say that we do have a Facebook page because we did finally name our sawmill business, Laws Mill. So we do have a Facebook page if you're in the Southwest Arkansas area and need some lumber.
And I will deliver, but I might charge a little gas money, because I'm a poor man, either way, if you come and get it, you're gonna buy gas, so. But if it's like $100 order, I will deliver. Might charge $20 of gas according to how far it is. If it's 5 miles up the road, no. But if it's 30, 40 miles up the road, I gotta, charge enough to compensate for my gas. I mean, I can't let it cost me money to bring you the lumber. So, that's just business. But anyway, I don't know. I was going to say something else, but hell, I forgot it. My memory is not it's not as long as it used to be. But anyway, this is what I'm doing on my Father's Day. Me, my lovely wife, and my son. What's funny is last weekend I was standing up beside my tractor and we was doing a live, and I had my son in my arms, and this guy had the balls to put a comment. That's racist. A white man holding a black baby. That, I know I'm live, but hey, I don't edit nothing. And that pissed me off. First place, he was a racist one because it don't matter if it's my son or what it is. What difference does it make what color the child is I was holding? And if it wasn't my blood child and I decided to adopt that child to raise and give it a good life, what difference does it make what color they are? I don't care what color they are. But this is my blood son, and his name is Gage. He's 2.5 years old. Love him to death. That's my world. and do anything in the world for him. Anything. And my wife's black. I mean, people that subscribe and watch our channel knows my wife is black. Of course, my son's going to be mixed. And I'm sitting there holding him up on the tractor because my son loves both me holding him. I show him love and affection. So I don't know if that guy's watching again, but just to say that to him, he's the racist one. Don't call me racist because I'm holding my son. And and I don't know if he took it, just didn't realize it. But it don't matter. I don't care if it's a blue child I'm holding. What difference is the color? That's racist when you say something like that. I love all people. We all on this earth together. We all going to heaven. If you live right, you're going to heaven, and there ain't no color discrimination up there. I mean, come on, people. Jesus Christ wasn't white. He was a Jew. So what? Gage isn't my kid. Is that right? And how does he know that? See, he do a blood test behind my back. Did you give that guy a blood test? Give him a blood test, babe, to tell me that Gage ain't my son?
I guess I did.
Well,
I guess he can do DNA through
to the ignorant people out there that wants to say that, you're just being ignorant. And racist is being ignorant. So if you say it's not my son, you're being ignorant because you don't know. And I don't care what you say. He's my son. So that's that. I mean, and I'm very blessed by God that I have a son at 55 years old. I'll be 56 in just a couple months. And but I don't really care if you say he's not my son or not. I know he's my son, and that's all that matters. I don't know what kind of wife he's got. Maybe his wife sleeps around on him all the time, so he don't know what his kids is not. But I trust mine that don't. So I'm just saying. But anyway, and for that guy that said that, I wish he'd come out to my place and tell me to my place it's not my son. You see one of these good old country boys. He'll meet a good old country boy. What? Oh, what you want?
I thought that pull.
Oh, you want to push it? No, that's the throttle. I ain't got no log on there. There you go. You gotta know that this is next Law's meal. Sawyer here. Anyway, sorry about that, folks, for going off on that guy, but I get sick of racist people out there that wants to say stuff like that.
I'm usually behind the camera, but I am black.
Yeah, she's black, and she said, "Oh, I'm not dressed for this because we come out here to work. It's live. We come out here to work. We don't edit nothing. This is who we are." She's a beautiful woman. She just comes out here plain. Why are you gonna come out here dressed up? You plan on sweating, getting dirty, and all that. So that's the reason why she don't like to get on camera. But yes, she's black. Or should I say, well, I don't know if she would call it really black or not because she's not black. But anyway, I guess I need to get that log on this sawmill and get started. Get some of this stuff out of my way. You notice how everything always stays in your way? You can clean up and still in your way. Put my log stops up. All right, let me measure this log. Yeah, another sucker. Two suckers. think this log is going to be too long. Have to cut it off. Yeah. Yeah. It's 11 foot and 8 inches. I might as well. Thinking about cutting that butt back, but it's a waste anyway. Let me see from about right there. That's, can you put something there to mark that where I need to cut it off at? What? Huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh man, I done let my coffee get cold. Forgot all about my coffee. That's my nitro fluid in the morning coffee. I just got cold. It's lukewarm. Done bought it and might as well drink it. Huh? 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 See if my tractor, it wouldn't crank yesterday morning. As everybody knows it was watching. I actually had a record viewing yesterday. I was like, when I got through doing it, I'm like, 16,353 people, I think, had viewed my channel when I was live at one time or another during that hour. That's really good. And thanks to everybody.
Of course, you had to bump your tractor, your jump start.
Yeah, you know what? That's a funny story. I'll wait till another time to tell that story. How that's my CB handle. I used to drive cross country, and then I drove a log truck. See, jump start. Oh yeah, that's another story I'll tell some other time. You can tell I'm old because I got stories, and the thing about it is, well, I ain't gonna say 100% of my stories are true because you know how those old men are. You know, I catch a fish like this, and that damn fish was this long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to start a Stephen Stories series.
Well,
Once a week you share a story.
Look, I've been around for a long time, and I'm not as old as that gentleman that's 70. My hat's off to him. Hope I live to be 70, which everybody don't know. I've had 3 strokes already in my life. So, that's another story of the way I got my CB handle jump start. I got it back in the 90s for a guy I was working for. He gave me that jump start CB handle, and it had to do was jump starting vehicles. So, yeah, I need my big saw. Yeah, you might put it right. Yeah. Don't touch that, son. You know about telling him not to touch that. About like
gotta go get the big boy.
telling the sky not to have clouds. No, they see you and your suckers. You see Gage in the camera? Hey, is that Gage?
No.
Hey, who is it?
No.
Who is it? It's Dad there. Is it Dad? Yeah. Hey. And here comes my big boy here. Most people see my little bit electric chainsaw. This is the man saw here.
How big is that bar again?
28-inch bar. Whew, that's heavy. She made that look so easy. Let me put this thing down on the ground. You always put the brake on. Always put the brake on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm about to stop it.
Let it warm up for a minute. Got my brake on. You know what? I'm gonna measure that from the other end. So that's a little crooked down there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm. Well, that's 6 foot. Y'all can see how I sliced that. I followed the chainsaw myself. And you can see how fast that cut that.
Check out those rings.
I don't know if this is a tight, yeah, it's a pretty tight ring log.
You count those?
No. I mean, I know I can count that high, but I had a guy tell me a while back when I was getting my cedar. Did you know how to file a saw? And it's a little dull now, but I said, yeah, I can file a saw. I've been doing it for about 30 years. By hand. I don't have no machine. I went to cutting that wood up. He said, golly, he said, that thing sliced through there like butter. I said, well, I used to work carry a chainsaw, cut logs. And when you're out there cutting logs in a thicket, you want that saw to do what it's supposed to do. But let me say, safety first. Always wear your hard hat, earmuffs or earplugs, safety glasses, leg chaps, or saw pants. Saw chaps or saw pants. And I'm gonna tell you, more people gets cut on a foot than any other place. Saw boots. Saw boots is just as important as any one of them safety gear. So yeah. But anyway, guess I'll see if this old antique tractor crank. Cross your fingers, folks. Okay, Mama can put you up here. Let me see if it's a crank first, because I might have to get right back down. Oh, gotta push the clutch. Yeah, and the safety switch actually still works on this old tractor. This is compression release right here. These old tractors have compression releases. What that does is hold the valves open, keep the valves from working, and it opens them up. Let the exhaust out, let it start spinning easier. I know. Come on. Now you gotta hold on and eat two suckers. There you go. Hey, I don't know how balanced that's going to be now. And for folks who's watching, I'm going to hold on to it because I'm just going from here to my sawmill just right there. I'm not going to let my towel fall. Hey, did you think you could scoot that? I cut that piece off the end, now my log is unlevel. I got a log leveler, gives me come right now and level my log. She's automatic, if she can do it. She may not can. Nope. Want me to back, you roll it off, let me back up? You roll it back on? Huh? I can't hear you. No, it ain't gonna work. Let me back up. Cool. All right, roll it up on there. Remember how I told you, babe, always get on the other side of it. You don't want to get caught in between the log and the bucket. Safety first. Got to get right in the middle. I think sometimes you get what I showed you, hon. Oh, all right, move out. I'll get it now. A little bit closer. Let me put it in low gear. Hey, can you go raise that head up?
I said, great way to raise a family.
Huh?
Great way to raise a family.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Raise it up. There you go. Put some muscles in it. Put some muscles in it. No, how much further I need to go up? I got to raise my blade up a little bit. I mean, good. Don't roll back off. Remember that's the last one done. And by the way, this is a 2003 tractor, little 2-cylinder. You're going to run forever on 5 gallons of diesel. And this loader is off a Kubota tractor. And it's a 1985 loader. I done all the welding. My wife could show you. I'm not a professional welder. First time I ever used a wire welder, but you can see my welding. Made all the brackets and everything on this tractor to put it on here. And I picked up some logs that's 22 inches big with this little bitty tractor. I unloaded some cedar the other day that was, which cedar's lighter, but it was what, 23 inches? 17-foot long, 23-inch cedar off my trailer with this tractor. And the guy that I got the cedar off of had a tractor, Kubota tractor. He said, "Ain't no way you're going to unload these with your little tractor." So I done let my wife video it when I was doing it. He texted me back. He's like, "Dang it, boy!" I said, "Yeah, the little. You ever heard of the little engine that could? This is the little tractor that could." So anyway, you can have some of it.
I said, hell yeah, hard work, brother. Happy Father's Day as well. Come on, baby.
Happy Father's Day to you too, sir. Yeah, did I measure that right? You know they say measure twice, cut once, but I'm mismeasured. Huh? I hope I didn't mismeasure because I sure don't want to crank up that dang chainsaw again. Ah, a little bit long. Ah.
What's your measuring at?
10.6. Don't need to be over 10.3 because tell you what, every time I cut one off on my sawmill, I end up hitting my sawmill, which don't hurt my sawmill, but sure hurts that damn saw blade. I mean that chainsaw. One thing, that butt ain't even. Guess I could shave it off the butt. Ah. Dang it, I guess I cut it off the butt end. It's gonna make me have to crank that saw up one more time.
I said, my boy on a Sunday. Damn, on Father's Day too? Working on a Sunday.
Yeah. But you know what? The best part of this is I'm with my family, my son, my wife, my other kids. I have 8 kids, by the way. My other kids are all busy,
All grown.
all grown,
His own family.
got their own family. So the most important 2 things in this world to me is right here with me right now. I mean, the very most important things to me is right here. So, I mean, you know, that's got some dirt on it. Maybe it won't dull my chain. This chain here, when you got to sharpen it by hand, oh my lord, you talking about a mess. I didn't run over that dog, did I?
You didn't even back up that far.
uh, this takes a while to crank. I mean to sharpen. Yeah, you got 2 suckers. Yay! Now you have it. You can have it. Huh, that's a perfect cookie. All right. That ought to do all right. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna ask where you guys from.
Well, the community we're from is Tulip, Arkansas.
You should first start saying we're in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. United States of America. And we're from Tulip. My sawmill's in Tulip, Arkansas, which is southwest. I mean, southwest Arkansas, technically. But yeah, about 30 minutes from Auburn. Yeah, which is be the biggest town. It's like 10,000 people. I think so. Hey, it's actually got a Walmart.
Supercenter at that.
Supercenter.
Get a drink.
I think the closest store to us is about 12 miles, something like that.
Dollar General.
Now I gotta scoot this dude down that way. No ho ho. Let me look at it now. I gotta get it down far enough to clear that blade. Oh, now I gotta go on down a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bowed. Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
So what do you look for when choosing a log? Or how do you get it ready?
Well, I'm cutting 4x4 posts, 6 foot long, and I just really just any log. I mean, you choose out your log pile, the oldest ones, and I don't want great big ones on here for the 4x4s because when I get ready, say if somebody wants 12-inch boards, I got bigger logs for that you can easily. I got some logs that you can get 20-inch boards out of. So, but to get the log ready. Oh, and my wife had this great idea. She really did, and I don't know why I didn't think about it. I've been cutting because everything I got is 8, 6, 10 foot. So 6 foot stuff you had to cut 2 foot off of it to make 6 foot 4x4s. So uh, we used 4x4s, 36 inches long, to stack our lumber on the bottom pieces. So she said, why don't you just leave it 10 foot, cut the whole log, cut your 6 foot, after you get it cut 6 foot off of it, make your 6 foot 4x4s, and the other 4 foot, would stack wood on. I'm like, behind every good man, there is a great woman. And that's the truth. So, hey, you got to secure it on the deck here because you don't want it moving. So you got a level cut. Then you get all the bark off you can if you want to save your blade because dirt in that bark will eat your blade up.
What's your new little toy you got?
My wife went to a yard sale and got some wire brushes. I call them welder wire brushes. It's what we use when welding stuff. But look, it does the job. Yeah, we don't have water to pressure wash out here yet. So, and the key thing is you always want to have the side clean that the blade is cutting into. What's coming out ain't so important. So I got my debarker, my handy debarker, come from Harbor Freight. It's cheap on gas, don't never break down, works very good. And then I just kind of lightly go over it.
How much does a log like that weigh?
Oh, probably. Oh shoot. Probably not over 200 or 300 pounds.
The two sisters says y'all up early.
Oh, hey, hello to the two sisters. That's our neighbors down the road. They're actually the one I'm cutting the order for, the 6 foot 4x4s. They're really good people. Y'all need to check out their page. They homesteading down the road from us about a half a mile. Well, on the same road, quarter mile. What? It's called Two Sisters Homestead. So y'all really need to check them out. They're really good people. So, and that's the order. And they buy a lot of lumber from me. Really good people. I mean, they're good friends. They from they're big city folks. They moved out here to the country. They love it out here. I'm just kidding. If you want to call, I think they're from Benton originally. If you want to call that a big city, but for country folks, that's a big city.
It's a big city for Arkansas.
Yeah, but I'm just picking with them. I know they're watching or look. Yeah, I know they're watching, so I got to mess with them and pick with them. And their husbands are two good guys. Two good guys. And it's Lacey and Josie is the two sisters. And both of them are good people. And and they have 6 kids. So between the two of them. And so yeah, and My little boy, every time they stop, I think they get scared to stop by here anymore because when they stop by, my son screams and hollers wants to go with them because he loves going down there playing with their kids. So I think they try to avoid stopping by here anymore just because they don't want to hear him screaming. But it breaks your heart. But anyway, yeah. So they get to watch me cut some of their lumber up, or not lumber, but 4x4s. They got some trees down at their place. I guess I don't guess they done had anything done with them yet that I went down and looked at. I'm gonna try to help them clean up, but they going on vacation. Sometime in July the 6th or something like that. So when they get back, we're gonna work on doing that.
They said we love Gage. He's the best.
Yeah, Gage or something. Everybody loves Gage, but after they get back, we're gonna work on getting their that cleaned up down there. Uh, but yeah, it is so hot today, and already this morning it's hot.
I want to get you out here early.
Yeah, I woke my wife up like at 5,
4:51 hours.
4:50. Excuse me, 4:50, 4:50, and that's like super early for her. I'm usually up at 3 in the morning. But anyway, yeah, and I'm surprised they look at watching our channel this morning live. Oh, and by the way, if they still watching, y'all, we done a live yesterday, and we hit almost 17,000. It was 16,000. Was it 353 or 500? It was 16,000. I think it was 16,553 or something like that views at one time or another yesterday on our live. 16,000. I'm like, what?
They got a lot of subscribers.
And look, we up to 608 subscribers. The last 2 weekends we got 150 subscribers, something like that. And I appreciate everybody that's subscribing. Everybody, I enjoy y'all watching me. You know, I like going live, as you know, which if I screw up, y'all gonna see me screw up because it's live. And I'm glad that so far I hadn't hit my log stops over there because trust me, I just hit one the other day. What was it, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
And sat there and looking at them, and done said I was going to go around there and let them down a little bit, and got to talking to my wife, and went to cutting and won't hit it, messed up a blade. So,
What kind of blades you using?
these are still the Wood Miser double hard. I got Jerry's Ripper 37s over there. I was going to put one on. I'm going to see how this is cutting this morning. I might have to put one on because I don't like to cut wavy lumber. I see some of these sawmills post, and so for somebody who ain't got the good eye, I got a good eye looking at lumber, and then the lumber be wavy and all that. That's not good lumber. You can't build with that without planing it. And if it's cut a certain thickness, and you want a certain thickness, and it's wavy, some of those spots are thinner than what you want, so you can't plane it because it's going to be thinner lumber than what you was wanting. That's the reason why you always cut. If somebody wants 1 inch lumber, if they want 1 inch, you cut it at least 1 1/16 to 1 1/8 is what you cut it. That allows for planing. So, but people do what they want, and if people buys it, that's their own business. But just saying, let me crank this thing up. It ain't been cranked this morning. Look at that. First pull. Go Wood Miser. I mean Wood Miser. Wood Miser. I'm sorry, Woodland Mills. Go Woodland Mills. And this has got a Kohler engine on it. Have we got any cold? Which I thought I was gonna say Budweiser, didn't you? We got any cold Gatorade? I'm gonna go ahead and cut a strip down through here. What I'm doing now is stirring it up. I'm going to set it 4 times so you make a square or a can out of it. Oh, Lord, that's heavy. Whew. I've got him working with a 10-footer here. Ah, oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. Woo! Woo! I'm Ric Flair. That's good H2O. Got H2O in it, with along with other ingredients. All right, now, I bring your camera close. I want to show them this. Now, y'all see what it looks like on the outside, right? But look what it actually looks like on the inside. You see that? Beautiful. You would look on the outside, oh, that log ain't no good, but look what it is on the inside. A lot of people that has trees in their yard or they've cut down, they thought it was dead. As long as the tree is not rotten, you can get lumber out of it. They throw that stuff away, burn it, and they actually could get good use out of it. Let me see what I got. No? Okay, I'm gonna cut one. I think I cut a 1-inch for a slab that I later edge it and get a probably 1x6 maybe out of it. Probably something like that. That's how I try to cut it back to 8-inch. 8 foot, I mean, might get an 8-inch wood. So that's 1 inch slab. The live edge right now, but I will cut it back, edge it up, what they call edging, and get a good piece of lumber out of it. Thank you, and happy Father's Day to you too. Yeah, that works right there. Alright. He probably ain't gonna let you. See, what we do is turn it now to get another flat side. First, I gotta slide the log. I don't know how I would do this without a can hook. I got two of them actually. Ah, yeah. Getting it square is the main objective. You can't, it's gotta be square before your lumber is square. Ah, all right. Man, grab that fan up. Whoa, look at the gravel. Man, I'm glad I seen that. Lord, that's a big old ball of gravel. That would have done my blade in for sure. Look at that. Should have. Got it? I have to come down and hit it one more. Huh. What's the last thing to her?
Oh, I have no idea. Somebody said the can hood isn't working right under there on my finger, but somebody bought a couple acres on Canada's East Coast.
Yeah.
I'd probably say my first purchase was a chainsaw. Somebody wants that dang portable sawmill and a log splitter. This is what life is all about, DIYing. Numbers of sawmill. They make a jig that locks your chainsaw in. You can cut board feet out of logs.
Yeah.
I said they recommend a higher displacement saw for a chainsaw mill.
They said that the mine.
Huh?
I had to pay for chainsaw to mine.
They recommend a higher displacement saw for a chainsaw mill.
Oh, they say that they don't realize how big a saw that husky is.
Well, this is just right now.
Oh. Well, my chainsaw is like an 80cc, so it's we could actually use it on a Alaskan sawmill. Yeah, a saw like mine it costs you about $1,200.
We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take a quick break because our mics are down, but we're probably going to go live a little bit later. If you guys aren't subscribers, remember to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you can see the next time we go live. We usually go live when we're out here on Saturdays and Sundays. But thank you guys so much, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope to see you guys later. Bye.